And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1, and for Houston, they've got P.J. Tucker, Harden out there with Wall, then it's Christian Wood, and it's Nwaba in at the 3 spot. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here's Schroeder. Davis looking for an opening. Shoots over Tucker. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Harden against Caldwell-Pope. That 3 off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Schroeder against Wall. Shoots over Schroeder. Wall's shot is good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Gasol. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. James Harden with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. Back to Wood. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Davis, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
And here's Harden for 3. No good that time. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The drive by Schroeder. And it's Davis missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wood passes to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Wood, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James outside. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. the Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch, and Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. So it's the Lakers now. The Rockets making the shot. Back to Caldwell Pope. Schroeder dishes to James. Schroeder outside. And another three for the Lakers.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
All taking his time here. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope outside. On the wing, James. And they double up LeBron. Outside for Davis from downtown. He can't get it to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land. Wall's got 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Now James. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And whether or not he makes the all-defensive team, LeBron is one of the league's premier defenders.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers ahead. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest or like scream or like be one of those guys to know if you're competitive or not. Like, I think that's the way he is, and I respect that. And he's actually a really good, teammate and vocal and speaks when he needs to speak.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the point. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma, and here is Harrell. To stop the run, Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following DeMarcus Cousins 3. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Morris is checked in for Davis. Gordon finds Wood. Pass to Wall. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
DeMarcus Cousins owns this territory. Back to the basket or facing up. He's a terror on the inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Cousins. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Great open look there. Horton Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Rockets.
To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. And it's the Lakers on the break. Horton Tucker, that's good. And now just a 5-point Rocket lead.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Wood against Harrell. Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
First free throw is good. And Gordon drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Now here's Kuzma. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Lakers trail by 7. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Harrell. Shoots. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA. He plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. Now, here is Harden. He's got 5. Here's Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 9 points.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Schroeder with the ball. Kuzma left side. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The smooth, no hesitation shot from Kuzma, keeping him one step ahead of the defense.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. It was in the second quarter when they really found their form, building their lead to 7 points at the half. What did you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense they're running tonight. They're not forcing shots. They're waiting for the good ones. And as efficient as they've been, no wonder they're in front.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Harden taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
Now here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wall against Schroeder. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 11 points.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Davis down low, guarded by Tucker. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Davis kicks to James. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by James.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
Knocked away and stolen by LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Davis against Wall. The baseline J. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Davis.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Wall attacking. That one misses. Good work defensively by Gasol. Here's Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Schroeder's got his second basket.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Rockets leading by 4. Harden surveying the D. Deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Outside, Davis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical, gets blocks but doesn't get pulled out of position, does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
First one falls for him.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Caboclo's checked in for Wood, and it's Sterling Brown in for David Nwaba. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caruso's checked in. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the laurels of the game of college basketball.
Wall, good.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
There's 1:38 left in the third. Low block shot on the way. Davis. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Cousins comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Wall. Tight defense on him. The pass to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. And the shot goes in. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Now James. He's got 8. That one goes. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket
in the paint.
Lakers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver. Boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
Wall kicks to Brown. Wall passes to Caboclo. Some nice passing there by Houston. Caldwell Pope against Gordon. Right side, Wall. The Lakers with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Davis kicks to LeBron. Back to Davis. James finds Davis. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Caruso, no good. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Rockets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Lakers trail. We've got DeMarcus Cousins all out there with Gordon. Then there's Brown, and it's Caboclo in a power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's LeBron. Here's Horton Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
That one drops. He ties it up. Houston making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Caboclo, and David Nwaba subbed in for Brown. And the Lakers also making a switch. Schroeder's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And for Houston, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Wall, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Wall. Lets a floater go. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
On the wing, James. Again, Los Angeles.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now, here's Cousins. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Gordon. Los Angeles leading by 3. James, the pass to Horton Tucker. Passes it to James. Six on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. No good from outside. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Sinks the triple. And it's all knotted up.
No one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop. And that thing is a deadly shot.
Here's James. Goes back up. That one, no good. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
PJ Tucker at the line for 2.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the Lakers making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's LeBron. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And here's Harden for 3, and it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. James kicks it over to Schroeder. James, the pass to Schroeder. And here's Matthews from the arc. The rebound by Harden. Houston leading by 3. And Nwaba has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Nwaba's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Ball against Schroeder. Wall's shot is off. Lakers trail by 4. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
First one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Matthews. So he gets them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. From deep, Harden. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James up top, guarded by Tucker. With the bucket. LeBron's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox and that killer instinct.
Now, here is Harden. On deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
James outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Got it.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 2. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, during the break I was able to catch the message Houston's coach gave to his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Wall. Caldwell Pope against Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. Rocket 6. Pass to Wood. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. James has a 2-pointer. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Rockets. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Harden out there with Wall. And it's Wood in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here is Harden. Outside Gordon. The 3. Rebound the Lakers. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Schroeder. The dish to James. Pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Gasol demands the ball when his team needs an important basket. Just remarkable initiative on his part.
Houston moving the ball around. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Harden's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside, Davis. He dishes it to James. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Wood against Gasol. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Wood's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Tucker, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Gordon against James. And there's the pass to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 6.
The calm attitude of Gasol, not letting the moment overwhelm him, just taking his time and finishing off the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 6. 1:07 left to play in the first overtime. Harden against Caldwell Pope. From deep. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Schroeder looking around. Count that bucket.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And an intentional foul right there. Now here is Davis, guarded by Tucker.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Davis finds Schroeder, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Here's Horton Tucker. And so the Lakers take the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody was rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.